Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Inner Circle call. This is a coaching as well as my mentor says, and hope this will help you. And today we'll be discussing about what is the last week has been since 30th January. And let me start doing this for you. So what I'm proposing is so I have opened my whiteboard. So what people actually are in problem is people are being shared. This is the first time that I am doing this, so please bear with me. So the first thing, why people find it difficult to be consistent. So you may, whoever is watching this, can give. Let me see if I'm. Yes, I'm recording it. So whoever is watching this can give me some idea about why people are not so consistent. You know, the other day I have been speaking to people and they have not been consistent, or they have been like say waiting for recognition and all that. It wastes a lot of time. In between they are waiting for feedback, recognition, significance from their senior people, and that is not forthcoming. Now, let me ask you, can we do away with all that? All the time it is not possible. If you are alone struggling with this, then it may be very difficult. So that is why I have set up this course, this platform, so that all of us can come together and help each other in developing this. Right? So why people are not consistent? Let me uh, let me show you why. So people are not consistent because of 10 problems, and those problems are not getting interview calls. So what can we do about that? Can we do like not getting interview calls means, can we have one unbeatable USP? Can we do that? Yes. Okay. And can we have plus? So yes. And suppose they are not, the second thing, is this not part of their problem? So let me take this into the PPT so that it will be easier for you. Right. Is my thing visible? Let me share this screen also. So this is for working professional who are looking for clarity, fulfillment, and accelerated growth. And yes. And how do you do that? You do that with being consistent, right? So here is what I am choosing. Let me write it down here, the solutions, so that oh, Just be patient with me. So this is the first time I'm handling this. So the first problem is not getting interview calls and not clearing interview also. So how do they handle this? The first thing is getting a unbeatable resume, USP. They need to know their strength and what they have done so far. Unbeatable, let me write this like this, unbeatable USP for if they are not getting interview calls. Right, let me duplicate this one and uh, create the second pain point. The second pain point is about communication. So tricks to enhance communication. The next is tricks for strategic communication. Why I call this as a strategic communication, communication is not about English. For managers, it is not about English. They are not into, say, doing literature, PhD and all. So what should they do? They should be actually communicating with their managers periodically, frequently, crisply, and timely. Timely, and they should be able to give a picture of whatever their achievement is. So that is the second thing. The third thing is, and that is not about English. That is about their written skill, their speaking skill, of course, but the written skill and the ability to present is what constitutes their main problem. The third is being sidelined. So it will be about resourcefulness. When they are being sidelined, then the next is team building when there is conflict at workplace. If conflict at workplace, then image productivity. If being sidelined, scared of change, then resilience, how to handle change, resilience, if scared of change, then consolidation if sidelined for promotion, consolidation, if sideline, promotion, procrastination, proactive and driven, if lack assertiveness, time management, if overworked, time management, if overworked. Why I call this? Because many people who are working professionals, they actually, when I ask to come for a solution, a discussion, no, that will give them a solution, they actually say they don't have time. What does that mean? That means they are overworked, right? Yeah. Then the next is, and the last is legacy and mentoring. If they're insecure after the job and they don't know how to outgrow their job, and if they outgrow their job, they has to be capable enough to uh, get any a consultancy job, right? Insecurity and fear of future, if that is there. What I have clubbed mentoring because mentoring is when they can build up a tribe of their own, as we are doing. So these are the things that I have designed for them, and we all need healing in our own way. Why I have done this? Because many of the past problems actually plague us. So that is why we need healing. We have to heal ourselves. We need to self-talk ourselves out of those difficulties and depressions to pro-action. Immediately you cannot overnight change anything. So an attitude of resourcefulness inspires out of the box thinking and generation of new ideas and the ability to visualize all the possible ways to achieve what you desire. So what I have seen is when we stack our small achievements into something, it creates volumes. And once that volume is created, your credibility is established, and many results will be achieved. And then the opportunities will start coming. You know, my background, I am a mathematics postgraduate with 12 years of experience, worked in areas unrelated to mathematics. So that is why I am telling that this is resourcefulness. It happened by chance that that was in my aptitude, we all come up with some kind of difficult situation where we need to exert ourselves and create new solutions. And I also got into unpublished jobs. I always went somewhere and asked for work, and I proved that I could do this. And this has become some kind of no talent in oneself, because I didn't apply for any published jobs. I actually, wherever I thought there is a possibility of getting a job and I liked working somewhere, I went to that place and I somehow established that I could do whatever they are looking for. And so I can help anybody to get that kind of job if you are ready. It is, you are not depending on the job to be published. There are 80% of job which are unpublished. Only 20% of job that is published and you can get to apply there. So there is a vast number of jobs which are unpublished. So how do you get them? Because the organization doesn't know that there is a requirement of this kind, so they are not able to do that. Now, that is what I did. So I can help you on that. Love helping people get started and get to finish line. And this is where consistency matter. People may get started, but they do not reach the finishing line, and then they start with something, and that also remains half finished. Why I am qualified for this is, so far I have helped 18,000 people as master trainers and impacted 1 crore lives. Spot talent in people, figure out a solution to most of the problem, can leverage others' talent and help them become more. I see talented people being the most bickering ones too, wasting their energy. And I teach resourceful influencing as a leadership growth measure. And resourceful influencing comes in those 10 categories. And I'm not saying all the 10 is applicable to everybody, but you can take a leaf out of all those things. We can discuss your particular problem as to which category it fits into, and then we can figure out a solution for that. Wait for the moment to pass if it is grieving you, because why you are stuck is because of 3 reasons. One is the anger is created, one is grief is there, and the third is grievance is there. So whatever is there, it is hurting you. So give yourself some time so that it pass through. If you are not indulging in it, and it has already happened, right? So you cannot undo whatever has been done. Just it is hurting you, and it will take some time to overcome that. Immerse in the moment if it is blessing you. And if it is a good point, even when we are happy, we actually become non-productive to some extent. So to overcome that, we can actually give ourselves some time, soak in that happiness, right? So 6 core values I have. The first one is tranquility. Wait for the turn, allow respite, expand the moment, and less noise, more voice. Um, Tranquility is about peacefulness, right? So whatever aspect you can think of being peaceful, all about to yourself, that is what I call as compassion is quality. So if you are not thinking the other person to be equal, uh, in some other way, they might not be as qualified as you, as capable as you, but they are capable in some other way, which we don't see. So it is an unfair comparison. Comparison between any two human beings is unfair. No judging, of course, and always gratitude that something has happened with us. Inclusion, of course, include everybody, irrespective of their education, their age, their sex, religion, anything. Third is dignity. This is about no compromise on values, lifestyle of choice. This I have designed keeping women in mind. Mobility, unrestricted decision, then transformation. Freedom, detachment, expansion, deliver, depth in self, enactment of that. How do you transform? How do you change yourself? First is uh, get the you need to be free, free of any stage. If even if it is a very productive stage, one needs to be detached from that. Second is expand beyond that stage and deliver. If we are successful, we are stuck with that. No, one has to move and move from that stage. That stage is provided to that as a launch pad for the next stage. So that is what one needs to do. Depth in self, enactment of that. Then wealth. Of course, everybody, all of us wants to have wealth. But for me, wealth means reaching the goal in time, ability to multiply, contribution to be able to contribute, timely support. Joy. Of course, joy everybody knows, but for me, it is having a global vision to be able to co-create, create with somebody else. Automation so that routine works will be automatically done, and delegation and leverage. Whenever there is work, it has to be delegated and leveraged. Each other can contribute to that. And the listed issues that people find is these are the issues, but basically the pain points that I have told is all fall into that. So my blueprint is to have to have to to become resourceful influencers, right? So it starts with differentiating oneself. The second is resilience, because you establish yourself as credible, then influence with that, and achieve prominence or significance. And first is conceptual level, second is the challenge, and third is one-to-one, where there is a unique solution to be created. Who this is for? This is for first-time managers or mid-career professionals with 5 to 12 years of experience who are feeling stuck and unfulfilled. So one of my mentors says that if you wait to have, then you first need to be that person and do your action and choices, and then you can have. So first behave like you already have all that, show up, and your actions and choices should be as if you have already achieved that. And small seeking own manifest. So if you are seeking very small, what happens is you will not get that. Why? Because now you are meant for next stage. So that is why. And this is my first stage, level 1 concept bundle, which I call as leadership growth bundle. And as I say, see change in organization, communication, resourcefulness, relationship, productive, resilient, consolidation, achiever, all things that. And it all started with what? It all started with one graph I saw by David R. Hawkins, wherein he says that one can be in the universal frequency by being joyful. So peace and enlightenment is 2 steps ahead, but we can start with being joyful. So if I can be joyful at all levels. And it means that there is love because I am already joyful. Then actually I can manifest. So feeling good and being joyful and being happy with whatever I have right now will take me to the conclusion that I want, the desired result. So why not? So these are the stories that I write. I have written for the last 4 weeks, and yes, for February I have these 10 topics already identified, as I said. And the learning pit is like this. You start and there will be a pit where nobody is learning or learning but not achieving the result. Might be that is the case, but eventually we are getting there. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully we will have more participation in the next webinar, when next inner circle, wherein we'll incorporate everybody's solutions so that it can be bigger and richer. Thank you for watching.